I just kind of wanted to chit chat and just say that sometimes it's okay to not be okay, because life is hard. I feel like a lot of people don't like to talk about the downs of life, or because kind of like everybody's life is different. But I truly believe that if you really want it that bad to change your life, then you can. The one thing that I get annoyed with is like whenever people make excuses for in general, like when they make excuses. I just feel like there's no point in making excuses, because you can always find a way. If you really want it that bad in life, no matter what it is, working out, changing your job, changing your career, you can find a way. There's always a way. If you think about it, like everybody has the same 24 hours a day. It's just kind of like how you use them. I feel like if you have time to be on your phone, to be scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, then you have time to work on yourself. And I feel like whenever you work on yourself, a lot of things just start to happen. Like when you work on your mental health, which I never really believed in the mental health until like recently this year. I was trying to do better, and honestly I got into God and reading more about God, going to church to try to help me out, because I felt like I was so negative all the time. And I feel like it has helped out so much, especially in your brain positive things like reading the Bible. And I listen to like a lot of podcasts, motivational podcasts, or I listen to a lot of motivational speakers on YouTube. And I really truly believe it does something to your brain, that like it kind of opens up your brain so that you can really do anything if you want to. Sometimes you have to look at the signs too around you. Like if you keep thinking in your brain that you want to do something, then maybe that's God trying to tell you that you should follow that dream and see where it leads. You can't expect like you do one thing and you're supposed to blow up from there. Yeah, you may want to. Some people get lucky, or some people it does happen to them. But you have to think that not everybody is like you. Not everybody is like you. Everybody's life is different. Some people just get lucky, or you just never really know. You just kind of see on the outside, but you don't know how many times they've been trying to do that. So it's not like them being lucky, but maybe it was just their time to shine. And I truly believe that you do have to work hard for what you want, and you'll find time. So that's why it gets frustrating whenever people make excuses about their life, about just being sad. And I get it. Life is hard. I get it. Life is hard. Everybody's life is different again. And some things are more sadder than others, but sometimes you just have to snap out of it, and you just have to just be positive. Even when those times where you don't feel like being positive, you just have to do it. So many people, not so many people because I don't talk to people that much, but sometimes in myself I feel like I'm delusional because I want to be a YouTuber, and that's kind of like what I want to do. But sometimes, like, if you put in your brain that that's what you were gonna be, maybe one day I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna be a good YouTuber, getting paid on YouTube, doing what I love, talking to people, and making an impact on people's lives. But if I sit here and don't post, like I'm saying, like I said, I'm gonna post, then how do I expect to see my result if I'm not even doing anything about it? You know what I mean? So, and it's just with anything, like it takes time to build something up. Like I have my own business, and I've been lashing for almost 5 years, and my business is still like nowhere near where I want to be. But I take it as a sign that maybe God wants me to go through a different path. Maybe like I was going so hard at lashing. It's so crazy. I was going so hard at lashing because I wanted to buy this house. Bought this house, and now it's like starting to slow down. But now I'm starting to look at things different. Like, do I really love lashing, or was I just doing lashing because it brought in money and we needed money? And like, is that really what I want? Is that what Francine wants? Because I feel like what I want is just to be doing what I love every single day, no matter what I'm doing. Like random things. I love to just go out and go shopping, or doing, I guess, like just random whatever I want to do for the day. And sometimes I feel like I can be a little bit delusional, because I think like, how many people do you really know that are successful on YouTube? I don't know anybody. Like I can see a lot of people that do YouTube and that are successful, but do I know anybody personally on YouTube? No. And so that's where I kind of go back and forth in my head. But again, it goes back to, if I don't post and try it, then how am I supposed to know what happens in the end? And it's something that I really enjoy doing, and it's something I love doing, is like getting on, recording a camera, recording, and just like editing. Like I like to do all those things. So why not see where it takes me in a year? I do have my goals again. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see where I'm at a year from now, and see if I made progress, seeing where I'm at, seeing if my channel is growing. Because if it's not, maybe that's a sign that I'm supposed to be doing something else. But I feel like no matter what, you should always try to do something that you're meant to do, because sometimes it's okay to be different. I feel like all the time it's okay to be different. I feel like I was always different my whole life. Like every time I look back looking at my old jobs, I always wanted to do better. I always wanted a raise all the time. I always wanted to move up. I could never stay in the same position because I always wanted to do better, and I felt like I deserved better and or deserve more than whatever they were paying me or whatever it was. And I look back at it now and I'm like, dang, maybe that was just like trying to show me that I always had a different kind of mindset than other people, because there's people that are at their job for 10 years plus years doing the same thing, and I'm like, I can't. Like, I even like seeing myself, I'm like, I wanted to be a teacher. That was always my vision, my goal growing up. Always. But I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like, man, being a teacher, doing the same thing every single day, like for the rest of your life, like it just like, I just don't feel like it's possible for me. Like, I feel like I would have to be moving on up from being a teacher. And I still feel like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I just always just felt like that's what I'm supposed to. I'm sure not gonna get like my doctorates or the master's degree. So it's like, then what else could I do, you know? But I just always feel like I can never be in the same situation or the same position for a long time because I get bored of it. I want to be doing more. I feel like all I wanted to do was to help people out, and it's just normal to feel different. It's normal. It's okay, honestly okay, because maybe you're different for a reason, and maybe God's trying to show you why you're different. Because even me having my own business, it's kind of hard for me because I always like give people discounts. I always try like giving people free sets, do discounts here and there, and then I'm like, who's gonna help me? You know what I mean? But somehow it always works out, and I thank God. Maybe I'm doing so nice for everybody, and God always has my back. And that's how I've been able to survive 5 years without working. And I don't know, it's just sometimes you just sit here and think like about how grateful you are, but life is hard. But every day is a new day, and every day is a new opportunity. That's what you just have to keep thinking and telling yourself. And if you see yourself being something different than what you currently are, then do it. Like, what's stopping you? You don't, I'm not saying quit your job and go full on in, but you can do it if you really set your mind to it. Don't sit here and complain, and just don't complain, because there's always a way to do something. You can make it happen if you really want to. And I truly believe that, because I feel like for me, if I can do it and a lot of people just didn't think highly of me, and I didn't even think highly of myself, and I did it and I'm doing it, then I truly believe that anybody else can do it, because I felt so low about myself. I felt dumb. I felt stupid. I felt like I was like useless. I felt like just nobody thought of me as like being smart. But somehow I'm running my own business, doing trying to do YouTube full time, and I'm gonna make something of myself, you know. And I truly believe that, and I'm gonna look back one day and realize how far I came, and y'all are gonna see it too. So that's why I truly believe if I can do it, then anybody can do it. You just really have to have that dedication, that mindset, that consistency that you hear everybody talk about, because it is honestly about being consistent. And just going through those days where you don't want to do it or where you're tired, you just got to push yourself to do it, to post those videos, to do what you got to do, because those are going to be the days that really push you and really going to show you the world that you're meant for it, you know? And I just truly believe that. I really do. I don't know why, but my gut feeling always is right. And so, and sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm doubting it, you know? Like, maybe I'm just like too into my head that maybe I'm not going to be doing this, but I don't know. I'm a good at my intuition, probably like 80% of the time. And I truly believe that. I always believe that I'm going to be something one day. And, you know, y'all are going to watch it. And that's why I want y'all to like, subscribe, and share my videos. And let me know what you think. I really want to just inspire people to do what they love, and don't ever give up. Life is always hard, but you're doing it. And I know that if you think about, if you go hard for a whole year, I know you won't be in the same position where you're at right now. And it's December 1st. Think about if you try really, really hard, where you're going to be at next December. I promise you, you're going to be in a different situation. If you try really hard, change your mindset, and do what you want to do, you will be amazed by yourself. and you will be proud of yourself. And then you'll look back and think, I wish I would have started sooner. So I hope y'all like this video. Like, subscribe, and share. And I will see y'all on Wednesday.